Kosher is a major buzzword, and anyone with access to the internet may feel like an expert. But how much of what people say is actually true? Let's tackle some of the most common kosher myths and misconceptions, and learn a lot about kosher along the way. Introducing Kosher Myths Debunked.
Myth: kosher food is blessed by a rabbi. Fact: kosher food is supervised by a rabbi. Kosher certification has absolutely nothing to do with a rabbi's blessing. As an auditor and your partner, his job is to make sure that your facility follows the guidelines of the kosher program set up by the certifying agency.
Myth: kosher is only for the Jewish people. Fact: kosher is for more people than you can imagine. Kosher foods have a broad appeal way beyond the Jewish community. In fact, the majority of kosher food is purchased by non-Jews worldwide. Here are 3 reasons why. 1. Higher quality. People associate kosher certification with excellence in maintaining cleanliness, hygiene, and food safety. 2. Vegetarian or vegan diets. Certain kosher designations, such as parava, indicate that a product is neither meat nor dairy. This is especially important for those who are lactose intolerant. If it does not have the letter D next to the symbol, they are assured that no dairy ingredients are present. 3. Halal Islamic community. With the exception of alcohol, kosher fits in with halal guidelines followed by approximately 2 billion Muslims. When they see a kosher symbol, they can rest assured that the product meets their dietary restrictions and religious requirements.
Myth: 100% natural equals 100% kosher. Fact: 100% natural may equal 100% not kosher. Look at the ingredient panel. You'll often notice the words, natural flavors. What's natural? Even natural flavors can include extracts or components derived from non-kosher animals, such as from a pig, making them totally non-kosher.
Myth: the ingredient panel is enough for kosher. Fact: the ingredient panel only tells half the story. Even if all the ingredients on the ingredient panel seem kosher, it's still not enough. There must be a kosher symbol from a reliable agency. There are several reasons why. 1. There could be ingredients that most people don't recognize as kosher sensitive, such as glycerin, gelatin, or carmine, to name a few. 2. The panel often says, natural flavors, which can include animal byproducts, which are often not kosher. 3. The ingredient panel does not disclose information regarding the equipment used during processing, which can often impact kosher status. But sometimes, if there is just one ingredient on the product and you know from a reliable source, such as askcrc.org, that it is inherently kosher, then you do not need a kosher symbol. Some examples are water, salt, sugar, flour, baking soda, and pure cocoa powder. In the kosher industry, we call these ingredients Group 1. Myth: your CRC rabbi is just an auditor. Fact: your CRC rabbi is your partner. Unlike other food and safety audits, CRC Kosher shares your vision and your concerns. We are here to help you solve problems, source kosher ingredients, and serve the kosher world in a cost-effective and efficient way. Here's just one example. If your company needs to source a hard-to-find kosher product, CRC Kosher can help you tap into our partner-generated master database called UKD, Universal Kosher Database, to get the products you need at a price that works for you. Just be in touch with your CRC contact by phone or by email.
What is kosher? Kosher, the word. The term kosher is widely known, and has even made its way into the English dictionary, with a meaning unrelated to its origins in Jewish dietary law. It is commonly used to describe something that is genuine or legitimate, as in, the accountant reviewed the company's financial records to make sure everything was kosher.
But what is kosher? In simple terms, kosher means fit. Specifically, the laws of kosher dictate which foods are suitable for consumption according to Judaism. Here are the most basic rules. Only some animals are kosher. Meat and dairy are never mixed. Even the smallest trace of non-kosher is an issue. All of this is overseen by a reliable certifying agency, such as CRC Kosher.
Kosher, the history. Kosher laws find their origins in the Hebrew Bible, where Moses outlined the specific dietary rules for the Jewish people. These guidelines were further discussed and refined by rabbis of the Talmud around 2,000 years ago. In the 16th century, they were neatly organized in the Code of Jewish Law by Rabbi Joseph Caro in the Holy Land of Israel. Throughout history, the interpretation of the biblical laws of kosher has continued to evolve alongside technological advancements. Modern innovations such as heat exchangers, spray dryers, dehydrators, and reactors have presented new challenges within the realm of kosher. The CRC Kosher Agency, with its team of expert rabbis who are knowledgeable in food science, technology, and its intricate kosher laws, is here to guide you through the vast world of kosher. Our aim is for you to gain familiarity with kosher in general, as well as understand how it specifically relates to your company and industry. Enjoy this CRC Kosher presentation.
Kosher, the products. What factors determine whether food is considered to be eligible for kosher certification? To keep things simple, let's categorize kosher into three main groups: dairy, meat, and neutral parva products.
Dairy guidelines. Kosher eligible. To be kosher, milk must come from a kosher animal, which excludes camel milk, prevalent in Africa and Asia. Non-kosher. Dairy products cannot contain even a trace of meat, even if it's kosher meat. And of course, even a small amount of a non-kosher ingredient renders the entire product non-kosher.
Food for thought. Question: what's wrong with a dairy product mixed with a small amount of meat ingredient if they are both certified kosher? Answer: a fundamental of kosher is to never mix meat and dairy. That's why cheeseburgers are always forbidden, although both the cheese and the burger can be certified kosher. This kosher rule is so important that kosher kitchens have completely separate sets of utensils, one dedicated for meat and another for dairy.
Meat guidelines. Kosher eligible. Kosher meat is exclusively sourced from animals with two signs: split hooves and chewing their cud. This includes cows, sheep, goats, or deer. The end of the animal's life and subsequent handling follows a very strict procedure as well. And, as you probably know by now, meat cannot get anywhere near dairy. Non-kosher. Animal species without even one of the two kosher signs are not kosher. If an animal has only one sign, such as a pig, who has split hooves, but does not chew its cud, is not 50% kosher. It's 100% not kosher. That's why pork chops, bacon, ham, lard, and tallow are all not kosher.
Food for thought. Kosher meat supervision is known for its meticulousness and higher costs. In a potato chip facility, for example, it is sufficient for a single rabbi to conduct sporadic unannounced audits. However, in a kosher meat plant, the supervision involves a considerable number of rabbis, 10 or more, overseeing and actively working in the production process from start to finish.
Parva guidelines. Parva is a term used in the kosher world to classify foods that are neutral, neither meat nor dairy. Some examples are fruits and vegetables, flour, sugar, kosher fish, and eggs. A parva food can be eaten with either meat or dairy. Inherently kosher. Certain parva items are always kosher, such as those which are minimally processed and contain neither meat nor dairy. Some examples include water, salt, flour, sugar, grains, and synthetic chemicals, such as butylated hydroxytoluene, BHT, or monosodium glutamate, MSG. These items are kosher, even without a kosher symbol, as long as there are no additives. If a product contains many ingredients or if it has been significantly processed, the finished product could be kosher. But it could also be not kosher. The job of a kosher agency, such as CRC Kosher, would verify that all ingredients are kosher. It is processed on a production line dedicated for kosher parva products, or properly kosherized before production. How kosherizing is done is a whole different conversation for another time.
Food for thought. Question. There are literally thousands of inherently kosher items, so how would you know which ingredients are inherently kosher? Answer. CRC Kosher provides your company with a Schedule A, which is a comprehensive list of your company's raw materials. On your Schedule A, the inherently kosher ingredients are categorized as Group 1. Furthermore, the manufacturer is listed as any, which means your company can source these ingredients from anywhere, even without kosher certification. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to CRC Kosher directly. You have various ways to contact us, including phone, email, or discussing in person with your CRC Kosher rabbi during their visits to your plant.
Kosher symbols. When you see the symbol of a reliable certifying agency on a package, such as the CRC, you know that the food inside is 100% kosher. A number that may appear under the CRC Kosher symbol is unique to your company and allows us to find your company and products on the CRC Kosher database. This is especially important for private label companies. CRC D. If there is a D next to the symbol, you know it contains dairy and can never mix with meat. CRC DE. DE designation means that there is no actual dairy, yet it was produced on dairy equipment. CRC or CRC Kosher. Without any specific designation next to the symbol, or it may say the word kosher, you know it's parva, meaning neutral. It contains no dairy. You may also notice a P next to the symbol. Important, this does not mean parva. Rather, this tells you that it is kosher for Passover, an 8-day Jewish holiday, when specific foods are not eaten.
Kosher symbols from other agencies. Your company certainly has raw materials coming into your facility certified by other agencies, besides CRC Kosher. It's crucial that any new RM be approved by the CRC and added to your Schedule A. An easy way to submit RMs for approval is through the online website. Your company has a unique login, which allows you to easily manage your kosher program. We will guide you every step of the way. Typically, CRC Kosher certified companies designate 1 or 2 employees who have access to the online platform.
Bottom line? There's a lot more to kosher, and that's why you are partnering with the CRC, a recognized leader in the field of kosher certification. In the upcoming presentations, we will focus on your specific industry and how it relates to your CRC Kosher program. Let's continue to learn more about the fascinating world of kosher. Enjoy!